Hi friends, good morning. It is going to be a vlog day today. We have all kinds of stuff to do today. But first things first, it is 5 a.m. and it is time to go walk our girl. So that's what we're gonna do. Hey friends, so it has been a couple of hours now. It's just a little bit past 7 a.m. I was gonna take you along on parts of the walk with us, but honestly, it was completely pitch black. So you weren't really gonna see much. The sun is just kind of starting to come out, but I've just been kind of working away over here, just getting some Scentsy stuff done before we have to go. So what our plan is for today, Zoey has a vet appointment, so we are going to take her to that. Nothing's wrong. She's just getting her updated shots and everything. I am curious to see what she's going to weigh, because when I went to go pick up Deuce's paw prints from the vet, I brought her with me and I weighed her, and it's been a couple of weeks now. So I want to see if there's been any kind of change. So we'll see about that. And then also I figured this would be a good opportunity to kind of share like what food and stuff we're feeding her, and kind of go into more detail about the treats and all of that, as far as what is hopefully going to be helping her weight loss. So I'm just going to kind of continue to work away here, and then her vet appointment's at 10:30, so we'll probably need to leave here around 9:45, 10 o'clock at the very latest. So yeah, that's kind of what we have going on for today. The beauty of the Scentsy life, you can work from absolutely anywhere. You can work from the comfort of your own couch. You can work from your phone. I love everything about this business. A tired dog is a very, very good dog. So I'm hoping that this walk that she went on earlier will help make the vet visit a little bit less of a shit show. She's a bit dramatic when it comes to all things. So she's not like vicious in any kind of way. She doesn't bite anybody, but she just she whines and almost kind of screams. It's insane, and you will get a chance to see all of that in just a little while. All right, friends, so my girl and I are on our way to the vet. Yay! It's 9:55, so I'm getting a little bit of a later start than I would have liked, but that's okay. We'll still make it on time. So we will report back and see how the vet visit goes. She just gets so excited to go to the vet. Are you excited to go see her friends? Yeah, she'll be excited when she gets poked too. The best way to start this visit is finding out she is down 5 pounds. That is so huge. So we're just gonna keep doing what we're doing. When we get home from the vet, I'm going to share what food she's on, what treats she's getting, and that sort of thing. Say hi, friends. Hi, friends. She's gonna get update shots today, and yeah, just get her all up to date so she'll be ready to rock and roll. We're at Granny's house. Zoey's having so much fun. Hey everybody, so it has been several hours at this point. It is now just about 3:30 and we are home. You can see my girl is tired. Can you see her back there? She's tired. Zozo. She is probably gonna sleep for about 7 days. But really, it was such a good day. It was such a good vet visit. I don't remember if I mentioned in the little teeny tiny clip I did at the vet, she lost 5 pounds, you guys. Oh, so what we're doing is totally working. And so I figured this was a perfect opportunity to share more details about the food that we're giving, the treats that we're giving, and that sort of thing. So the big change is that she's going on walks every single day. There for a while at the end with Deuce, she was still going on walks, but we're going on walks as a family now. My husband would take her in the morning before he would go to work, and I would stay behind with Deuce. But the biggest thing was the fact that she was getting treats every time Deuce was getting medications, and he was getting medication around the clock every 4 hours. So, and he would get 2 pill pockets because he had so many medications. So he was getting 2 treats every 4 hours. So I am the enabling mama. So I was like, I don't want her to feel like she's not loved. So she was getting 2 treats every 4 hours, and they were not the best treats. These treats that I'm going to show you today are actually a lot better than what we were feeding her. Now, we are still working through this because we're not just going to throw away the stuff that we're weaning her off of. So we are still going to finish all of that. But there's just very, very minimal treats in between meals. Now, she is getting kibble in the morning and at night, 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. And this is what I showed you when we were at Sparkles the other day is this is the brand of the food that we're feeding her now. We were doing, it's a Natural Balance. I think Natural Balance, and it was potato and duck formula. And there was so many grains, so many carbs in that particular food that we switched her to like an all protein kibble. So that's what this is. I will tell you right now, this stuff is not cheap. It's definitely on the higher end price point wise. I think we spend like $50 for this bag, which is 13 pounds. So it's either like 45 or $50 for a 13-pound bag. Now this, it's working, you guys. It's seriously like, I think it's just a really good combination of everything that we're doing. Now, one thing that I did want to mention, because I did talk to our vet, by the way, with all of the things I'm going to share with you today, definitely consult your veterinary professional. I am not a professional in any kind of way. I'm just sharing our experience with you. So if you are running into some weight issues with your dog, definitely consult your vet. There may be a better route for your dog that may be different for Zoey. So, but this particular brand, so it's Origin and it's called Fit and Trim. I don't know if you can see that. Fit and Trim. And one thing that I was talking to our vet today about, because she had said, now be careful with these kibble foods that say that they are grain free. You want to make sure within the first 5 ingredients that lentils or peas are not listed in the first 5 ingredients. Now, everything in here is all things that you can pronounce. They're all things that like humans would eat. So first ingredients are deboned chicken, chicken liver, turkey liver, cod liver, whole eggs, flounder, deboned turkey, whole Atlantic herring, chicken heart, turkey heart, dehydrated chicken, whole dehydrated egg, dehydrated sardine, dehydrated chicken, dehydrated turkey, whole red lentils. So that's the first ingredient that's not like a protein from an animal. So, and we are talking 15 ingredients in. So I meant to actually, I need to call her. I'll probably call her tomorrow just to say like, hey, so lentils are in here. Right after whole red lentils, whole pinto beans, whole green peas. That was the one thing she said were lentils and green peas that you really want to make sure are not within the first 5 ingredients of the grain-free kibbles. And she used like a super specific like medical term condition, and I can't for the life of me remember what it is, but when I call tomorrow, I'll ask her again. But it can kind of like spark a whole separate issue. So she was like, just be careful with that. So I am going to call her, but that's 15 ingredients in, and that's when we first get to the lentils. So I feel like that should be okay. She said, she said Origin is known to be a really, really good brand. So, you should be fine there. Calorie content, let's see here. Well, this calories distributed to support peak conditioning with 48% from protein, 19% from vegetables and fruits, and 33% from fat. So she's getting 1 cup in the morning at 6 o'clock a.m. and 1 cup in the evening at 6 p.m. And she really loves it. She loves this stuff. I don't know if you saw, I posted a video on Facebook as well as Instagram of my husband like feeding her one kibble at a time. That's not how we feed her. He just likes to drive her crazy. But yeah, so she loves this stuff, goes absolutely nuts for it. Is it expensive? Absolutely. Are we seeing results? Yes. Do I think it's all because of the food? No. I think it is absolutely just a good combination of all the things that we're doing for her right now. The extra exercise, going to the dog park to have that extra exercise, the different treats and less treats. Cause that's the thing. Like when we were talking to our friends at Sparkles, we were like, you know, she's only getting 2 cups of kibble per day. So why is she so overweight? And he was like, how many treats are you giving her in between the 2 meals? Like, oh yeah, that's the issue. I'm like, have all the treats. So you go potty, you get a treat. She's potty trained. She doesn't need a treat every time she goes potty, you know, so she knows where to go. And, you know, here and there, I think it's good, but she doesn't need as many treats. So, but what, you know, still, you only live once, so you do need to have some treats here. And she loves these things. So these are amazing as well. This is made from Vital Essentials, purely raw, instinctively healthy. So we had actually gotten a sample of these. It was the beef nibs that we had gotten and chicken nibs, I believe. And she went absolutely crazy over this. In fact, I think I did an Instagram story sharing the sample pack. And once again, this is really, really good. Just purely protein. You are, let me see here, ingredients: ground duck with bone, duck liver, duck gizzard, duck skin, herring oil, and mixed, taco ferals. I don't know what taco ferals are. Toco ferals? I don't know what that is, so I should probably look that up. But all the other ingredients, we know what they are. So, and she really, really likes them. Freeze-dried duck nibs here. And then the other bag that we got is the wild Alaskan salmon. And they're really, really small. So this is great if you're like training, which we are kind of starting over with training her on a few things. So this is perfect for that. Oh gosh, I'm not really, here we go. This is perfect for that because then you just give, the size of it is just that big. I don't know if you can see that. So it's just that big. It's a teeny tiny little nib. That's all it is. Let me show you. I'm going to grab one of the like mini dog bones that we were using before. Okay, so the bones that we were using before, they're not huge. These are the mini, were made from Mother Hubbard, and they're just like, it's essentially like a milk bone. So it's small. It was the smallest size. That way it's just a little taste, but look at the difference in the size of the two. So this is essentially like half the size of that treat, and it's all protein. No carbs. This is all carbs. So she gets just a little taste of what's better for her. She kind of perked up a little bit. She's like, I heard a bag open, which usually means I get a treat, but she's too tired. So that's really good. The other thing I wanted to show you is, so this dog is so funny. She goes crazy over, wait for it, ice cubes. Whole thing, ice cubes at night, and even during the day when we are putting ice in our cups to drink. Like, she hears the ice going and she just goes bananas. In fact, she'll hear, like, if I'm drinking from a straw and she sees what I have down here. She hears when I like slurp up the last of my drink, and she's like, that means mom's getting more water. Yep, she's so cute. So what we started doing, I mean, ice cubes, it doesn't get better than that. It's frozen water. Like, there's no calories in that. But if you want to give them a little taste of something, she goes bananas over this. And this was from our friends at Sparkles who had told us, if you have like vegetable bouillon or beef bouillon or broth or that sort of thing, pour it into an ice cube tray, and then they get a little taste of something. And so that's what we've been doing is anytime that my husband and I are having steamed vegetables for dinner, we will always steam our vegetables with either a vegetable bouillon or a beef bouillon. And then whatever bouillon is left over, we have these ice trays. Let me show you. She's like, Mom, where's my ice cubes? So we just grabbed these from Amazon, of course, because that's where we buy pretty much everything. So this this colored little circle will just pop the ice cubes out. So we have, this is vegetable or beef bouillon. I don't remember which it is. It looks a little bit dark, so it's probably beef bouillon. And so then we just pop it out and pop it into a bowl like this. And she has her own little like ice bowl. So every time she hears us get into the freezer, then she's like, I get a treat. And this is like way lower in calories. Is it the best? I mean, it's probably super high in sodium, but it's so diluted. We just put like a little bit of it into a big pot of water and steam our vegetables. And then with whatever's left over is how we make her ice cubes. So it's the perfect little size. It's the perfect little size for her. And it's a little tasty treat. So, and when I first gave one to her, she was like, I don't really know what to do with it. Because she was like, it's so strange. It's like ice, but it's savory. So she was like trying to bite into it like much different than a regular ice cube. It was hilarious. She was a little bit confused by the whole thing. So that's what we're doing as well. So this is a really good treat for her. Oh, you are not getting another one, sis. Maybe later. You're doing so good. You're down 5 pounds. Let's keep it going. So yeah, and she's not getting wet food into her kibble. I know I've heard a few people say, what about if you just give them just wet food, no dry kibble? There's a lot of water in that, so it does tend to keep them full longer for sure. I worry about teeth issues. It's kind of like a notorious thing. If you're only feeding them wet food, it tends to kind of rot their teeth a little bit faster, just from my own experience. So I think we're gonna try to just stick with what we're doing because we are seeing results with it. I know the best possible way to feed dogs is like a raw diet. So like raw meats, raw veggies, all of that stuff. But right now this is working. So, so I'm really excited. I'm so proud of her. I know that sounds weird to be proud, but because we are the ones that are controlling what's going into her body, but I'm just proud of her. I'm just a proud mama. And I'm just so happy because let's see, the last time we were in, it was November 30th. So in like 2 weeks, she lost 5 pounds. That is such a big deal. Like, I know that may not be a big deal for like people, but she's a dog, like 5 pounds. That's amazing. So I'm so happy. She has another like 25 pounds to lose. I know that sounds like a lot, but you know, our vet did say, you know, she is healthy. Like I'm not worried about her. Her hips look good. You know, all of this, she looks really good. She's just looking a little bit on the huskier side and she is part husky, but she said, you know, she's a little thicker than she should be, but you know, if she stays at this weight, is it ideal? No. If she can't lose any additional weight, is it going to kill her? No. But, you know, yeah, we would like to see her get down another 25 pounds. So that is what we are going to work towards, but I'm just so happy. So we're going to continue going to the dog park, continue walking, continue with this food regimen and treats, you know, few and far between. You know, she's getting treats every day, but just not every 4 hours and not, you know, the Mother Hubbard treats. Or, you know, sometimes I was giving her just an empty pill pocket. The pill pockets are just like a dog treat that has like a little hole in the middle so that you can put the pill in there and kind of close it up. I know I had shown it on one of Deuce's videos. So I just like closed it up and I would just give it to her with nothing in it. And there's like nothing good that comes from the pill pockets. So And we do still have some pill pockets. We're not going to throw anything away, but just, you know, very sparingly give her the other things that we're just trying to work out of the house. So this was definitely a learning experience, but we are seeing results. So I wanted to share it with you guys. It was a really good visit today. I wanted to record a little bit more in the vet's office, but the girls were popping in there so much since this was the first appointment after we lost Deuce. And I had brought them some gifts and things just to say thank you for being there. I know in one of my Deuce update videos, was it Deuce? Was it a Deuce update? I think it was. I was really upset. When we were referred to a specialist, the dermatologist, and she had gotten the report back from the lab that our regular vet uses, she was like, I don't even know what they tested for. Like, what's on his face could still be cancer. Like, she was a pathologist. So she's like, I can tell you, I know how to read this. I don't know what they tested for. I was hot. I was livid. And I was actually ready to like call them. We have a friend that works there. So I was just like, I need to like calm down, but they need to know that this lab that they're using is not doing good. Like, I don't know what they're testing for. So I was so upset, and I remember thinking, and my husband and I talked it over. We were like, we're leaving vets. Like, as you know, we knew that Deuce's days were numbered, and so we were like, you know, we're gonna see this through with him because we don't know how much longer we have. And why would you, like, in the middle of, I always say that he was kind of a soup sandwich. He had stuff going on with his eye. He had stuff going on with his face. He had the crazy neurological issues. So it's like, why would you stop treatment there when you have the established treatment and start it completely new somewhere else? Like, you may as well just see it through. And had we seen the specialist sooner, would it have prolonged his life? No, I really don't think so. I was mad. I was livid. But everybody's human, you know, and this vet, they're such good people. They're such good people. And I just know that going forward, if we do have a situation like with Zoey, that there's going to be multiple medical issues that are being addressed at once, that we're only going to work with one doctor. At one point, we were working with 3 doctors with Deuce because there were some emergency visits that needed to take place. So we just went in and saw the doctor that was there. All the doctors there are great, but I feel like at some point you get too many cooks in the kitchen. And so we have a doctor that we trust 1,000,000%. And honestly, I like trust her with my life, to be totally honest. And with our dogs, they're like our kids, you know, and I do trust her, and we are going to stay where we're at. They're such good people, but this was a learning experience. Do I think that there were mistakes that happened? I don't know. And if they were mistakes, did it end Deuce's life sooner than it should have? No. Like, we did absolutely everything we could have for him. And if anything, like, we got to know an amazing dermatologist. I will still say though, if that dermatologist ever like opened up her own private practice, I would absolutely 1,000,000% be like, yes, take us please. She was a no BS kind of lady. And when she saw the kind of bond that we had with our boy, like, I remember telling her, like, just what would you do if this was your dog? Like, like, when we're in the veterinary field and like they're starting to throw around all these medical terms and stuff, and I'm just like, do whatever you would do if this was your dog. Like, I'm here because I trust you. So whatever you would do if this was your dog. And when Deuce started rapidly progressing with the issue on his face, she took my word. She listened to me, and she trusted my trust in her. And she had just said, like, it was an on the spot kind of thing where she had to make a decision for us. And she's like, just go ahead. And so she let me know. She's like, hey, like, I took it literally when you told me, like, to do whatever I would do if it was my dog. So I made this decision for you. It is going to have an extra fee and extra cost, but we'll figure that out at the end of all of this. And I just loved that. I was like, good. Like, there's no BS with her. It's just like, this is what needs to happen, 1, 2, 3, and this is how we're gonna treat this, 1, 2, 3, you know? So anyways, I'm rambling for 20 minutes. But this was such a good day, and like I said, I wish I could have like recorded a little bit more in the actual vet's office, but the girls were popping in a bunch and just saying hi and thanking me for the gifts that I brought them. You know me, if you're getting a gift from me, it's gonna be Scentsy. So they were super, super happy. So that just made my heart feel so full, and it was a really good day. So then after the vet, Zoe and I went and had lunch with my mom. So that is the little clip that you will have seen after the vet. With Zoe looking all happy on my mom's couch. She just was like, I'm here, Granny. So my mom's got a little chihuahua, so they were like running around and stuff. It was fun. It was a really good day, and we got a lot done, and I'm pretty sure my girl is gonna sleep for about 7 days. So, all right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. If you're new, please subscribe. Let me know if you have any questions. Like I said, definitely consult your veterinary professional when it comes to like the food stuff and treats and what's going to be best for your dog, because every dog is different. We went through a lot of serious allergy issues with our girl, so when we find a food that works and she is losing weight, then we're sticking to it. So because you can get into some finicky situations, so definitely consult your vet. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new, please subscribe. Otherwise, I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.